Fears. If you're constantly afraid in this relationship, you're never going to find happiness. Fear comes from past emotions, past negativity, past anything that created a breakup or a trauma or something that you are basically holding on to. Stop fearing it. This is what's causing your relationship to go downhill, or your relationship to be not the way you want it to be, something that is rocky, that it keeps getting more rocky. Or maybe this person is ghosting you because they're afraid. They're afraid because you're afraid. If you're afraid, the fear just gets bigger and bigger, and you know what? It creates anger. If you're angry and they're angry, guess what? Two wrongs don't make a right. If you're constantly accusing them or constantly thinking negative about them, you're never going to find happiness with that person. Maybe this is something that you have to take a break from, or maybe you have to just walk away from for a while, or entirely. Because if a healthy relationship is constantly plagued with fear, doubt, anger, negativity, then why are you with this person? There's no love, there's no positive feelings. It's always arguments, it's always negativity. So you have to rethink it. Maybe you're preventing yourself from really finding the true love, or maybe the love is inside of you, but you're angry at yourself. There's a lot of different angles to look at it. Not that everybody has the same situation. Remember, we all are, unique. And when it comes to a divine counterpart, when it comes to a spiritual connection with someone, if you're constantly assuming or constantly watching them on social media, or constantly just driving past their house to see what they're doing, that's a sense of fear and insecurity, and you're going through something. You're going through something. Forgive yourself. You did not do nothing wrong. This was not because you said something or something that you created. You have to look at what you're doing right now, and you have to look at, why am I doing this? Am I doing this to myself to hurt me, or to hurt myself, and self-sabotage my own happiness? Or am I just looking at things, kind of like selfishly, because I think that this person should do everything for me because my friend has the same thing, and their relationship seems to be, match made in heaven. Stop comparing. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Stop thinking that you did something wrong. Find the happiness. When you find a happiness, guess what? The happiness finds you. And when you find that happiness, you're going to find that it is love. It is, happiness. It is something there that is constantly pulling you in a good place. Love. We all want it. But if you keep thinking negative, and maybe this person is with someone else, maybe this person has been ghosting you and they found somebody. I mean, I know it's a touchy subject, and you know what? It happens. But is that the kind of relationship you really want to be in? Or is that person really disillusioned by that person? You have to just go by what your gut is saying. If you feel like there's something there, that you have something that's salvageable, maybe they're still calling you, maybe they're confused. They keep telling you how much they love you, but though they're not showing their actions. This is when you need to love yourself. This is when you need to put that love, self-love. Self-love is only when you love yourself. Remember that. And love comes to you. Love will follow you. Reunion. Reunion with that person happens when you love yourself. Or reunion with yourself happens when there's love. Because if you're constantly going back and forth, does this person love me? Does this person want to be with me? Will this person be with me? Will this person choose me? Then there's a question there. There's a big question mark, and nobody in this world can make that decision for you. Yeah, sometimes we want somebody to say, you know what you need to do? You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. Guess what? They're living your life. Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do the work. Yeah, you have to do the work, and you have to make it happen. If you don't make it happen, it's always going to feel like everything is just shh. And you know what happens? You're never happy. So if you're following advice, I mean total advice, because I'm advising you guys. If you're following advice from a friend, and this person is telling you step by step what to do with your relationship, well, guess what? They may be the one that's making this relationship kind of rocky, because if you're listening to them, boost you, he should be doing this, or she should be calling you, or she should do this, and he should do that. You know what? They shouldn't be even involved into your situation. When it comes to a love relationship, yeah, you can get advice, and, someone could say, well, if I was in that type of situation, I would, do this or I would do that. I don't want to give nobody, ideas what to do, because only you know. Then there's a big question mark. Then you listen to it, you listen to what your gut is saying, you listen to your intuition, you listen to what your heart is saying, and you know what, you're gonna find you're much more happier that way. Maybe you need to tone it down a little bit and let them make that call and come forward towards you. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. This is messages from the divine, coming to me to give to you. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, because a lot of times we don't resonate with it right away, but then afterwards we go, I think I do know what Anne was talking about. Okay, so if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings, and the links are down below in the description area. And I know I'm a little early, Santa baby, but you got to take what you have, right? Yeah, so anyways, until next time, God be with you all, and namaste.